Hi there, it's Representative Rick Larsen with this week's weekly recap with Rick, and it has been a very busy week, especially on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. This week, the FAA Administrator Mike Whitaker testified for the first time in front of Congress as Administrator, and he testified on questions regarding the Boeing MAX 737-9. He testified on the progress that the FAA has made on the 2018 FAA reauthorization bill, and testified on the need to get a new 2023 bill passed, much like our bill that we passed in July of last year. By the time it'll pass, it'll be a 2024 FAA reauthorization, but a lot of work being done. Also, yesterday, on Tuesday of this week, the National Transportation Safety Board released its preliminary report on the Alaska Airlines 1282 accident. I encourage you to go to the ntsb.gov site. In order to read that report, it's about 17 to 20 pages, fairly brief, a lot of pictures to explain exactly on the preliminary report what they believe strongly happened on that flight on January 5th. I would note as well, as we move forward, we're hoping to hear from the Senate soon on the progress they're making on their FAA bill, and hopefully we can get moving on a final bill and to pass in a bipartisan way here on Capitol Hill. In between hearing and votes this week, it was great to see a lot of folks from the district visiting the United States Capitol to talk about some of the issues that are important. The Northwest Indian College President Justin Guillory was in the office recently with 3 of the students from Northwest Indian College to talk about their personal experiences, what they're learning at Northwest Indian College, what makes the college so unique, and the support that the college needs from the federal government, like all colleges are asking for in order to continue its success. On that point, I also met with a group from Everett Community College, Edmonds College, and Skagit Valley College a couple days ago to talk about their needs, their local needs. And the good news there is enrollment is up at our community colleges, although it is not at pre-pandemic levels yet. So they're still a little behind in terms of enrollment, but still doing great work. And our community colleges and technical colleges are very flexible in meeting the needs of the workforce demands throughout the region, and I'll continue to support them in their roles. Also had a great meeting with the Washington State Narcotics Investigators Association. These are the folks who are really on the front line doing investigations about the role that the cartels are playing, bringing narcotics, opioids, fentanyl into our communities. And so we talked about some of the federal tools that they could best use to help be part of keeping our communities safe from fentanyl and fentanyl abuse. Finally, I would just note that February 10th marks the beginning of Lunar New Year. And so I want to say Happy Lunar New Year to all those who will commemorate the Lunar New Year. That's going to start on February 10th. And I will encourage, if you're out here in Washington, D.C., call the office ahead of time. We can set up a tour, and you can take a tour just like 319 separate groups did last year out of my office. So we're more than happy to give tours of the United States Capitol to you if you make it out here. Just go to the website and you can sign up for a tour on the website. So lots going on, and next week a lot more going on, but I'll be home briefly early next week before coming back to Washington, D.C. to continue my work on your behalf. That's this week's weekly recap with Rick. Thanks for tuning in.